back in the shop with the 84 C10 LS swap project. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start tearing the front end apart on this thing and just go over some stuff. Flip this piece of trim over that's been bugging me. So let's go ahead and get right to that. All right, guys, when I had pulled the grill and bezels out, found the turn signal wiring for the non-existent front turn signals. I'll probably upgrade these to, what, the 1157 sockets, the newer bulbs, the flat styles, and then get him a couple of lights to put in the grill. I don't want to use that grill that this truck had on. It's all bent and mangled, and there's absolutely no way to bolt the bottom down. So, you know, I'd like to find a better grill, and if I have to pay out of my pocket for a grill for this, a good grill, I may do it. I went ahead and also moved the air duct from the passenger side to the driver's side. You have to knock this piece out. I went ahead and saved it because I'm thinking I can just go ahead and set that in here, weld that up in a couple spots, block that big hole out. But yeah, so this is over here because the battery's gonna stay over there, which is gonna be a little different than my K10. I put the battery on the driver's side, made everything work and happy. I'm gonna keep the battery over there and run wires down to the starter and stuff and, you know, make it work. It's going to be kind of a pain because all the computer stuff's over here, but I think it would just be easier having the battery over there. They'll build an air box over here and have the air filter actually getting air from this. Keep some of the engine bay or intake air temperatures down. And the main reason I'm putting the air intake over here and the battery over here is because the AC compressor is going to hang off on this side. And on my K10, I had the stock plastic tube that I had to modify, and it was really close to that pulley on the AC compressor. I don't really want to fight around that. So bringing the air box over here and bringing the battery over there is just going to make my life a little easier. So that's why we're doing it that way. I also, seen in the time lapse there, got the radiator out and modified these fans and fan shroud. I don't like these fans. These are just cheap eBay fans. I've had like 3 out of the 5 that I own die. Both on my K10 died, so I ended up putting LT1 Camaro fans on it, and they worked way better than this. And then I had one die. One I'm pretty sure was DOA on my 84 Trans Am, the LT1 swap car. So I'm gonna try to get better fans like Flexolites, Durells, or like a, what is it, Spawn, whatever the heck they are. Spoon, whatever the hell they are. That company that makes, I think it's Spa, that makes pretty good fans. They're what come factory on the Rangers and stuff. Off camera, I pulled out this awesome steering column that we're going to go through and redo. It's going to get a new bezel here, a new bezel here because it's broke. It's broke on that side too right there. Going to get that new replaced. New piece of plastic here. New wiring, new cruise control lever, just a general cleaning up, tightening, tightening the tilt screws, new ignition tumbler that's not completely wore out, so that'll be kind of nice. But yeah, so I think I'm going to wait till the cooler gets here, and then we'll go ahead and put the cooler in. All right, as you guys seen in that previous time lapse, we did indeed get the trans cooler mounted. This has actually been a few days since the last video, and I kind of dinked around on it a little bit on my lunch hours, but I haven't had much time to work on it. But I did manage to cut the firewall brace off, cut and patch a small hole here, I need to cut it up and build me a patch here that runs flush. I'm gonna go ahead and try to cut all that stuff out, clean it up, and instead of using the rusty turd that it has, with a nice hole in it, a lot of scaling, and it just would need a lot of sanding and to make it look pretty for like 60, 80 bucks. You can go to Auto Metal Direct, good old AMD, and they can get you a replacement one. And that's what we're gonna do, just put a replacement one on it, clean it all up. I am probably going to pull the cowl piece off with the wiper assembly and everything. There's where my center punch went. I'm gonna pull all that off and clean. There's some rust down there. I'll clean up, re-seam seal all that. Just clean everything up and hopefully save on it a little bit. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and throw you guys back up on the time lapse, and you can watch me cut all this stuff out. Got that piece welded in there, you know, some grinder and paint. Makes you the welder that you ain't. So, anyways, it's better than the rust holes there. It's not perfect. Yeah, I put way too much heat in. Sheet a little warp, but it's a firewall. There's not a straight section on it anywhere. So that was the easy one. Then we get to move on to this lovely, difficult section here, which I'm going to cut this piece off way over here, go all the way around. And then we'll get this piece ready to go in. Then we'll come down, once this piece is out, cut. Sure, I'm going to have to cut here and redo some of the... Actually, it feels decent up here, so that might be a plus. And refabricate this piece. So we can at least get that big hole out of there and seal it up. I got a new firewall insulation blanket. So we'll be putting that in. And I'm going to put some sound dampener up in like this section. So, you know, I got to finish pulling the HVAC out and stuff too. Just so I can put the new pad in. And try to insulate some of this stuff because these trucks are notoriously loud. This thing's going to have a pretty rowdy exhaust on it. So I think it'll be pretty loud. So got that giant transcooler in there. That's good. Got to keep that 480 nice and cool. I'm really happy with how that fit in there, and kind of wish I'd have done that on my 83 when I did it. But yeah, it's safe to do that on the 84 we're going to be build later on, but it's got a SM465, so we don't need a transmission cooler for it. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and pull all the rest of the HVAC stuff off. I'm going to try really hard to pull that off and keep this unit intact. It's going to be difficult. The good news is that stuff's not very heavy, so the compressor is about the heaviest part of this system. If I can get that out of there, I can load that up, take that down, and I can vac it down at my shop. Well, not my shop, but at work. I can vac it down at work because we got an AC machine there, and at least get it vac down in the environmental safe way. Then we'll be able to get that stuff out of there and clean it up, you know, yada yada. I'm just ready to have that back together. but I am gonna go through and clean the firewall and paint it like a semi-gloss satin black, kind of like what it is, but just freshen it up. Go through if there's any rust I see. I'm gonna take care of it now. Like I said, I'm gonna take that cowl piece apart and clean that up and re-seam seal everything. So anyways, guys, this video is probably getting a little long. Didn't get a lot of stuff accomplished in this video, not near as much stuff as I wanted to, but I didn't get to work on it, but only like 2-3 days this past week and a half. So hopefully we'll get a little bit more time to get working on it. I'd like to pull all this stuff off and paint it too, so it looks good behind the grill. But, you know, making things look decent. So anyways, guys, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. And if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're not subscribed already and you like this content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you guys like cigars and pipe tobacco, check out my buddy Cigar Mick. We're trying to get him some subscribers over there, trying to get him up to 1,000 subscribers. And hopefully we can get that done. But yeah, go check him out if you're into that stuff. And yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your week. Like I just said a little bit ago.